Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates. We upload new earwax removal videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM UK time, so please consider subscribing. Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our compilation video today. So we have an earwax compilation for you. I think there are 3 patients in here altogether. So what you can see with this person here is they've got some very blocked up ear canal here. So quite hardened wax. A little bit of olive oil's gone in here, which is the lighter, more liquid material you can see around the outside edges. So we're just taking some of the dry skin from underneath first of all, using the standard size ulnar tube. Getting a grip on some of the pieces here to the left hand side and detaching those from the canal wall. The wax itself has actually stayed relatively hard. It's a little bit crumbly, as you can see. It's pulling apart there a little bit, but generally, quite toughened up. So we're just slowly working this across to the right side. There you go. Just unsticking it from this right canal wall. You can see some dry skin that's peeling away now that was holding it on the left canal wall. So we've got rid of that. Just slowly working the rear section of this wax forwards. So it's going to bring everything down. There's a slight gap there, so now we've got a bit of movement. We'll go with the Jobson horn. But you can see it's just so crumbly. Unfortunately, when we try and use the horn to clear this, that's all it does, is it just makes a big mess. It just takes small pieces away, but it squashes everything else against the canal walls. So we're just going to go back in with the suction, tidy that up first of all before we do anything else. So just picking this debris up from the canal wall. I think with the Jobson horn, lots of people ask, why don't you use it more often? For me, the wax has to be the right kind of consistency. Otherwise, I think it just makes the job that little bit harder. The amount you get out, as you could see there, the amount you get out using the Jobson horn compared to how much you've got to clear away off the canal walls afterwards. Whereas if we maybe carried on with the suction, we may have held it together that little bit more tightly, and it would have come out in a larger piece. But because it was so firmly wedged at the back of this wax, I think it was better to use the Jobson horn just to free this up, break little pieces down. But I'd much rather then use the suction to tidy this away afterwards, just because I think it does a better job, to be honest. If the wax was really solid and hard, then I would say, yeah, Jobson horn would probably be the best thing to use. But when it's like this, I think suction's by far the best tool. So we're just going to pull this deeper section. You can see it coming forwards now. There we are. So we're getting it out of the canal. Trying to maneuver this outer section away. There we go. And so we can get to the pieces behind. You can see there was actually a fair amount in here. This was quite a large piece. There we are. I'll go to the outer part of the ear canal now. Just taking away the looser outer sections of debris there. There we go. Getting to the deeper bits. It's really wedged, unfortunately, in the canal there. There we go. So we just managed to push the top down to get it away. Bit of tidying up to do. You can see a little flap of skin there. Sometimes when a patient's used a lot of olive oil, you can get these kind of flaps of skin. I think what happens is that sometimes the top layer of skin becomes a little bit too over moisturized, and that can cause a few problems then. So here's the eardrum. That's what we removed from one ear, so you can see just how much was in there. So up to about 8 centimeters, probably 3 if we squished it together a little bit. Okay, so it's a second patient in the compilation. So what you'll see here is we've got a piece of wax, not really causing too much trouble as far as hearing is concerned, but this patient was really feeling the fact they had something in their ear. It was annoying for them when they were chewing, so we said we'd get this out. So luckily the piece of wax is actually really dry, quite hardened up, which allows us then to work this out of the canal a little bit more effectively. So you can see we can hold on to it and just roll it out. Quite a hardened up piece of wax there. And eardrum behind looks perfectly healthy. So this is the second ear, so you can see we've also got a gap here as well, but the same issue for the patient on this side. They felt that their hearing was intermittent because when they were laying down at night, with the outer cartilage part of the ear canal compressing slightly, it was pushing up against this wax, so it was uncomfortable and blocking their hearing a little bit. So when they woke up in the morning, their hearing did feel a little bit reduced. So we're getting rid of this for them as well. So as we always do, unsticking first. So just working our way around the edge of the wax. We are starting to get a little bit of movement to it now, detaching from the canal wall nicely. Just keep working around the outside edge. There we go. It's on its way out. Just trying to roll it. It's got a little bit stuck, so we use the Jobson horn now to get behind it. So you can see the wax is much more solid. So using a Jobson horn here is just going to bring the wax out. It's not going to pull through the center of it or spread it all over the canal, which is what happened with the last patient. But trying to get a grip on it with the Jobson horn. There's the eardrum on this side, so I'll show you what came out. So two little nuggets of wax there. The one you can see to the left hand side was from the second ear. The piece on the right hand side was from the first ear. Very dark in color, so quite old and dried up wax. Okay, so this is the last patient in the compilation. What you can see here is your very blocked up canal. Wax itself looks quite soft, so we're going to see if we can get this out with a bit of suction. So just lifting from the base, a little bit of dry skin there. You can see the little cilla just obscuring the view slightly, just until we get it a bit deeper in the canal, basically. Just trying to get a grip on this base section of skin here. There we go, we've got a grip on that now. Nice to lift it off the bottom of the canal. We had to take the suction tube out after we got the grip on there because some of that little bits of skin had been detached themselves and got into the tube, so it basically blocked the suction. So we had to take that out and swill it through. You can see the skin in here. It's really kind of tough. It's held onto the canal walls, but there's a large flap. Everything you can see there is one big flap of skin. So I'm opting to use the crocodile forceps to try and remove that because the suction doesn't have enough power behind it to hold onto that skin and attach it. So you imagine skin is quite firm. It's on there quite tightly. So you can see it was quite a large flap we took away there. So we're going to use the suction now to go behind that and try and remove the piece of wax. You can see I'm trying not to hit the skin at the base, but inadvertently with suction, obviously it gets sucked up into the central section. A couple of people have asked if you can get a suction tube with like a variable suction on it so that you can put suction on and off. The answer is you can. You can have a little hole at the top of the suction tube which you can cover with your finger, so when you take your finger off you get no suction, put your finger on, it blocks it up. I find them a little bit fiddly to use. I prefer to use the standard suction tubes personally. I can see they have got a benefit, but I don't really like to use them. So you can see here lots of flaps of skin all embedded in this wax. So just taking away piece by piece by piece, just so we can get to the block of wax that's sitting behind all this dry skin. There we go. So just lifting, you can still see there's more underneath, there's more of this skin there. As we're pulling from the center, just stuck to the camera then, but as we're pulling from the center, you can still see there's more skin underneath. So as hard as we're trying to pull this out, that skin is holding in, because you can see it's still attached to the canal wall at the base. So we need to try and get, so you can see as we're trying to get to the wax, it's actually pulling more and more skin through. I think what's happened is this skin is kind of woven into the wax. It's around the outside edge of it, so it's all one big massive skin and wax together, basically. As you can see, these long strips that are getting pulled away as we go into the canal. Try and get a grip on this base section, because that's the one that's really holding everything in. There we are, another big piece of skin. We seem to have had a lot of skin ones come through recently. We had a few keratosis obturans and a few dry skin issues. You do go through phases where you see loads and loads of dry skin ones, and then there you go, it's detached there. Right, okay, so now it's starting to come away. So yeah, you do go through phases where you get to see lots of soft wax or lots of dry wax, so it's funny. There we go, it's just starting to come away. There, now you can see how long this piece is. This is skin connected around that wax. Very deep section behind it. You can see this is just all mixtures of skin, earwax, oil. There's everything in here. So we're just going to try and get a grip on that last deeper section. Try and encourage that away from the drum. We've got a piece of it there, but there's a little bit more to come away. There's this long flap of skin which we'll get rid of with the crocodile forceps. There we go, that's that gone. The reason we took the long strip away, although it wasn't really affecting what we were doing, sometimes those strips of skin can flick up into the end of the suction, and it causes a really high-pitched shrill whistle, which can obviously be very noisy at times. So we will try and take that away, just so it doesn't do that. You can see it's all coming away nicely. We're just starting to get the first glimpse of the eardrum there, to the left-hand side of that block of wax. There's a bit of dry skin flicking up there, so we're just going to gently get a grip on this with the suction. There we go. I just broke a piece off, so we'll go in and get that with the suction tube as well. There we go. And a little bit of wax there. Eardrum looking very healthy now. So this is what we moved. That piece you can see to the left hand side was that large long piece you saw coming out of the canal. So you can see it was a fair size. And lots of bits of dry skin. Thank you very much for watching our video today. If you did enjoy the video, then please like. If you're not subscribed already and you'd like to do so, you can click the subscribe button here. If you'd like to check out some more of our videos, they're also up there. Now, if you want to follow us, you can do on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also check our website if you want to know a little bit more about us. As always, guys, until the next time, take care.